back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tembile Maseko and I'm a fourth year medical student. And yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm back. I'm not gonna say whatever is happening is happening. I'm just gonna be, I'm making a video and that's that. Hello everyone, my name is Tembile Maseko and I'm a fourth year medical student at the University of Pretoria. I'm making a YouTube video where I'm going to give you guys a life update and explain maybe why I haven't been active on on YouTube specifically. I've been relatively active on my Instagram. If you haven't followed me, you can follow me as Tembile Nozipo. But yeah, YouTube has been I've been off for a while. I tried in January to get a video, but that was mainly because of pressure. Like people were like, we need tips on how to move into race, and I was like, okay, let me make a quick video for you guys. But I wasn't back. I thought I was back, but I wasn't back. I think I hadn't known what fourth year entailed and what it had for me, so I there was a lot going on. But yeah, I asked my people on Instagram to ask me a few questions. If you are not following me on Instagram, you will never know what is coming up, so go to my Instagram to stay up to date with what's coming up when I do get back, which is something I'm planning on doing this semester, but I'll tell you guys all about it in the video. Yeah, so this video is not like a get to know me. I have a video for that, so I'm not gonna do that again. Someone was like, am I doing another one? I'm like, no, it's not really. Like, I believe I'm relatively the same person. Like the things that you guys know from that video, factually speaking, they were very factual questions, so I'm still the same factual person. I'm not the same person, obviously. I'm 21 now. First question I got was your time management this year. Like, the person was like, your time management this year, especially on how you balance it all. Have I found a balance though, child? I'm not gonna lie, it's been tricky, especially this year. I feel like it's been a transition from the way things were in the past, and with medicine, I've realized the more you do it, the more you realize you have to consistently work, hey? And you won't always feel like working every day, and that's what makes it so difficult for me personally. So with time management and stuff, I know that I've been very focused on taking care of myself this year. I've been very focused on, which has resulted in me having to have a lot of pressure before the day of the test. If you're on my socials, day before test is where I start going memes and complaining. But basically, relatively speaking, my plan this semester on how to manage my time better is to work when I have to work and sleep during the hours that I'm not like effective in. I know myself, for example, I can't work in the afternoon. Time management, my thing is just that it requires discipline. If you can discipline yourself, I feel like all of us know how to make a plan for ourselves, but the discipline aspect is where we struggle. What I can say is that never try to be like someone else. Try to be yourself. Look at what works for you. Look at the hours that you work best at. Work around that, and see how your concentration span works. See what you can do productively during your breaks, etc., etc., etc. But for me personally, first semester was all about honestly having a good time. Not even gonna lie, it was about having a good time. So I went out a lot. I did a lot of things with my friends. Yes, it resulted in me working under pressure all the time with schoolwork, but I honestly had such a great time. First semester was nice. I'm not even gonna lie, first semester was amazing until like towards the end. That's when it started to get really hard. But like at the beginning, I think I prioritized having fun. So I'd go to the hospitals and I'd show up where I have to show up, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't study as hard because I feel like after third year and everything I'd gone through with the pressure I had with HC school, etc., etc., I focused on taking care of myself and just being or building the relationships that I have around. Next question is, do I miss online lectures? Actually, I think I'm also gonna have a separate video for that. Let me make mental notes about all these things. So far I've had 1 week of live lectures, and I can say that I don't miss online lectures. I struggle to attend those because firstly, I was in my room. Secondly, I struggle to listen to someone talk, like podcasts. I actually struggle to listen to podcasts. I'd rather watch a video of you doing a podcast than listen to a podcast. So I literally would struggle to watch the blackboards and stuff. So I don't miss online school. I loved how you could have your own schedule and work around it, but honestly I feel like live lectures are giving me a discipline that I need. And the next question is, who is Bay? What is that? What's a Bay? Do you mean like, is there a slang, kids of today? I'm in 2001, so we're starting to it's hard to keep up with the trends. So if you guys can explain what is a Bay in the comment section, I'll try to answer it in the next video. Thank you. The next question is a very interesting one. So Someone asked me what's motivating me in this season. Honestly, I think I'm in a season where, oh child, I'm letting God take over. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm letting God really be the center of it all. I'm trying to do my part and let God do the rest. Like, I'm trying to make sure that I do my part in all aspects, especially with my relationship with him. So yeah, and allowing him to unlock the person that I truly, or the potential that I have in me. I think that's where I'm at. Last semester, which is my previous season, let's call it that, I was more focused on honestly refilling myself, and I like refilling. And I feel like this semester I'm ready to unleash the person that God wants me to be. Basically, I'm at that season right now, so I'm literally pushing myself. I'm working harder. I am doing more to balance everything out. I'm spending more time with God. I'm spending time with my friends, but in a more, you know, controlled way than before. I have better plans now. I'm spending more. I'm in a space where I feel like I've refilled and I'm ready to overflow. That's basically that's the season I'm at. And what's my biggest motivation? It's the fact that I know that God has big plans for me, and as long as I abide in him, and as long as I bring my parts to everything and I show up for everything I need to show up for, he will do the rest. So that's where I'm at right now. Who is your boyfriend? Guys, do you know something I don't know? Maybe someone asked how much or what has changed about you in terms of perspective or mindset. And I think, let's say from the last time I was active on YouTube, which was second semester last year, I have valued self-care more. Not even like that. It's more like I have oh gosh, this is a deep question actually. I think it's a thing of my mindset has changed in the sense of I don't feel the need to prove myself to anyone anymore. I don't feel the need to prove myself to anyone anymore. I don't feel the need for me to do things for people anymore, or more for people than myself anymore. I know how to protect my space better now. I know how to also engage with the people around me, because I feel like during that time last year, I struggled to maintain my relationships because I was constantly so busy. I think trying to prove myself to myself and to other people that, you know, I'm the med student that can do it all, that a lot of important things in my life slacked. So I feel like I finally realized what's really important to me. I finally realize what's important to me, and I finally know where to put my energy in, and I finally feel like I don't have to prove myself to anyone else except myself and God. But God doesn't need me to prove myself to him. So it's a thing of like, my mindset is where I'm like, I'm here to be better, not to prove myself. I'm here to be better. I'm working on it though. I'm not gonna say I've perfected it and I'm at a point where I'm like, yeah, it's about me, it's about drive, it's about power, we stay hungry. No, I'm at a point where it's like, I don't feel like my worth is based on my works as much anymore. Like, yes, I will work hard, but not because I'm trying to prove myself to anyone anymore. So yeah, back on that topic of like my perspective and everything, I think I really need to take a break from YouTube too, because and like life and like social media, I kind of like started to be less. I told someone, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't updated my feed in so long. That was before I posted the last photo. I think there's like a 3-month difference between that. And I think I told them it gave me an opportunity to live in moments and not always feel like I have to capture the perfect. I captured the moments. I have my gallery is definitely still, there's a lot of content there, but it's no longer about the moment being picture perfect. It's about the moment being perfect itself. So yeah, that's basically my life. My life is less now about how everyone else, or like, yes, I want people to see it in a certain light, and I want to have an image for myself, not an image, but I want them to see what I really want them to see. But like, I'm not working so hard in trying to convince people and believing in who I believe I am. And the next question says what? How has fourth year been? How is the transition from third to fourth year? So honestly, I feel like the biggest transition was probably from third year first semester to third year second semester, because that's when you start your clinicals. Fourth year has been, it's been a change. I'm not gonna say it's been hard, it's been a change. Now I'm doing a rotation that is different from my block most of the time. I've only had like one where the block was the same as rotation. So block is what you do in class, rotation is what I'm doing in the hospital. So you do sometimes two separate things, sometimes you're doing the same thing. Like now I'm doing gynecology as my rotation and I'm doing orthopedics as my block. So I'm studying two things at the same time. It's required more discipline, it's required more work to put in, it's required more using my time more effectively. I think that's the biggest thing. And now I'm working in the hospital from 8 to 12, and it's like, yeah, you're more independent in the hospital than I was in third year. In third year, I feel like they held our hands a lot, but in fourth year, it's more about you going to find the opportunities. So it's made me know how to ask people, how to work with other healthcare professionals in their respective professions more. It's been a transition. It hasn't been an easy one, but it's been a transition that has taught me a lot, and I feel like has helped me grow as a person. And then someone is like, I should give them like advice. So what's this question? Follow-up question, some advice on rotation groups. So rotation groups, get people you can work with. Your friends are not always the people that you are working with or can work with best. Ending up with strangers can sometimes be a blessing in disguise. People don't have to be your friends in order for you to work well with them. So personally, I would say that like people who match up on who will push you in the hospitals, because in the hospital you have to grab opportunities. They don't give them to you. You have to go and find them. So work with someone who's going to help you build your confidence and help you or push you to always push yourself, you know, in the hospital and answer questions and all those things. Someone is going to help you grow, and that's not always going to be your friend. I think I'll make a separate video about that, but it's like a whole thing of, yeah, I'll tell you guys how the different groups have been like from third year to fourth year, and also what worked for me and how I would advise someone else to choose a group. I think that could be like a whole different video too. So stay tuned. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, maybe next year. I don't know. And then the next question is actually quite an interesting one. They say, what's my fashion inspo? Chat. But my fashion inspo is, I don't have any particular person that I'm like following and it's like, you know, that's where I get my inspo. But I'd say it's a mixture of like streetwear, a mixture of emo. No, it's not emo, there's a word for it. I found it, it's e-girl. So it's a mixture of e-girl, it's a mixture of emo, it's a mixture of streetwear, a mixture of some girly things sometimes. I think it depends on a lot of factors, like how I style it up. My inspiration is my Instagram. Normally that's where I get like, you know, ideas, but I also just check out my wardrobe and try to mix it up. Like I dress as appropriately as I can for the events. I do Google my outfit, I'm not gonna lie. I go and I'm like, great outfits to wear for a picnic, and then I kind of look and browse, and then I kind of start coming up with stuff with myself. So like that helps me. And yeah, ciao. And like the other questions are pretty much a repetition of every other question. And the last one was like, someone was like, why are you so? And someone said I'm pretty, and you know, those comments. Thank you guys, that's actually cute. I honestly, I know I'm pretty. I think I have a level of confidence in how I look, but I don't think, you know, I'm the prettiest person in the world. I believe I'm beautiful. I think everyone is beautiful. I think everyone has a unique beauty in them. But why am I beautiful? Because, you know, people need something to look at after a long day and be like, wow, there's hope for the world. Let me answer the last question. And people asked me this during the time that I was not on YouTube until now. I don't know if I'm back, but let's say I'm back, hypothetically speaking. The reason I went off YouTube, honestly, I feel like I bit more than I could chew. I almost said I chewed more than I can bite. I bit more than I can chew. I had a lot of responsibilities last year, and I think the transition from theoretical studies to clinical was a whole transition. I was HC, I was exhausted. So all the free time I had was to rest. And then by the time I was ready to come back, my phone broke. I remember in January, broke. So I had to buy a new phone. So I didn't have a phone, or like I had a phone, but like, no offense to all the Android users and stuff, like, you know, camera quality was not camera quality. Another reason I stopped kind of like with YouTube, there were a lot of body image issues. We're also going to talk about that. It's about to get vulnerable in here. It's about to get mushy. There was a time where I wasn't feeling confident enough to be in front of the camera, literally. So I stopped taking pictures, stopped making videos. Yeah, it's a thing, guys. It's a thing. But yeah. And then first semester, I was about living my best life. Honestly, I feel like I was taking a break from everything. The only thing that I was doing, I was like, I'm just going to be a student. Outside of that, I'm doing nothing. I'm just going to be having fun. That was my first semester. Then now I think I'm ready, because content creation is something that's really close to my heart. I'm a creative. I realized I'm a creative by nature. So it's like, I can't run away from it. So I'm going to try to do things that are more sustainable. I'm looking into especially exploring the medical field, topics from in that aspect. Story times. It was a lot of story. It was a lot. Which ones can I tell? Yeah, because my mom watches this channel, so child. Can't be stitching on myself. So I was coming YouTube and I'm done my degree. I'll be like, okay, let me tell you everything. So yeah, I'm back, and I'm hoping that this time I'll have like more sustainable content. Let's say that I'm gonna try to post every week. Let's laugh together. Let us laugh together. I'm gonna try my best to be as consistent as I can, but I hope you guys can understand that I'm fourth year, I'm a medical student. I want to give you guys quality content all the time, and I feel like that's also another thing that's kind of a downfall for me. When I do something, I want to do it well, so I don't want to do it if I'm not going to do it well. And then yeah, hopefully I can have people back, because COVID is now, it's not over, but like, you know, the restrictions are now pretty much gone. So I'm thinking of bringing in different hearers, different people, and talking about different things, getting different perspectives for myself, because wow, I've been talking. I've been talking. But yeah, that is everything, and thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Let me know if anything you'd like us to talk about on this channel, any critiques that you have. Please like it, please subscribe. Thank you for 100 more subscribers that I got while I was gone. I don't know how that happened, but thank you. And the comments that you guys, like, I would see the notifications of like but thank you to everyone who kept on engaging with my accounts even though I wasn't here. And yeah, I think I'm back. You know what? I think I'm back. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm back, because you know what? Why must I be scared? Why must I be scared?